I'm Ellie.
And I'm Tarin.
And this is our love story. So how long have we been dating?
Officially, December was 1 year? December 18th, we had
a
a
little
year.
over 1 year.
But we started being involved with each other before that. So total, year and 4 months or so.
Yeah. And then we've been engaged for 2 months now?
2 months, yeah.
2 months. So super excited. And then we met actually in high school.
Yeah, we went to high school together.
It's a very Bakersfield story, but went to high school.
She didn't like me back then, but I always thought she was really cute in high school. I don't think we ever had any interactions with each other. I think maybe we said 3 words to each other in high school. No classes or anything like that.
I was friends with his sister, though, and that's kind of how we reconnected, 10 years later. I had been spending time with his sister, and we had went to one of our friends' weddings, and he was very generous and kind to pick us up and drive us home. And we ended up hanging out, I think, probably 3 or 4 times that week after that. And I think from then I knew it was something special.
Yeah, I was always had a crush on her. And casually when I was talking to my sister, hey, what's Ellie been up to? She seen anyone? But yeah, finally everything aligned and we got to date and hang out with each other.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I love him a lot.
Best memories of dating.
I think just all of it.
Yeah.
I feel like when you finally find that person who you've been hoping for and praying for and looking for, it's every moment is special.
I just think we've done so much together. We've traveled, taught you how to
tried to snowboard.
Taught you how to fall down a mountain.
Yeah.
Just everything. I think we've gone a lot of cool places.
Yeah, which I think that leads to the proposal story.
Yeah.
As we were in England, we had went to the UK for actually one of my friend's weddings, and we went to London first for a couple days, and I was very surprised at the proposal. I did not expect it to come at all, especially there, which I should have known we're in a different location. I just had no idea that he had already bought a ring and talked to my dad and, went through all of that. And, we had just went on the London Eye and we walked across the bridge right where Big Ben is at. And we were just standing, kind of having a moment, kind of checking in with each other. And I think you said, are you sure you want to spend the rest of your life with me? And I was like, yes, of course. And then he's getting down on one knee and asking him to marry me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, of course. But I was so surprised. And it was so sweet that he had, thought about that and planned it. And I can't believe he flew on a plane with the ring and carried it around a tourist location.
So the proposal wasn't as picture perfect as I thought. I had this whole idea in my head. I was like, we're going to get on the London Eye, and I'm going to ask her there. It's that big, cool Ferris wheel, have a cool overview or overlook of the city. And when we went to go get tickets for it, you couldn't get a private one. And I was like, oh no, this is fine. We'll share this moment with some random strangers. And they crammed 15 of us into this bubble, and I think half of them were screaming 4-year-old kids. Yeah. And I was like, this is not it. It was
not the moment.
This is not where I'm going to do it. So yeah, we did the London Eye. So that's where I planned to do it. It didn't work. And then when we were walking, I think we walked down the sketchiest street ever in London. There's just so many street performers and random people running around. And I had this really expensive ring in my pocket. I kept checking my pocket to make sure it was still there. All right, cool. No one stole it yet. Here we go. And then we just went to the little park right in front of Big Ben. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is it. I was so nervous. I was shaking. I'm sure I was acting so weird. And I was like, okay. So we just hugged and I was like, sure you still want to do this? Sure you want to be with me the rest of our lives? And as she said yes, and I was like, all right, let's do it. So I got down on one knee, and I think I fumbled the words. Instead of saying, will you marry me? I was just, marry me, please. Something like that. And then she was like, oh my gosh, what? Is this happening? And then, and then I got so excited, I just, closed the ring box and was like, all right, that's cool. And you're like, no, you have to put it on my finger. Yep.
I think I went to grab it, and I was like, no, you have to do this. It's not for me to do.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, that was probably the best day. And then that night we went on like a dinner cruise on the river and kind of got to celebrate with just ourselves. And then we took time like telling our family and friends and all of that. So it was really great to have that time with just us to celebrate, because I was
kept it
so
quiet
happy.
for the rest of that week, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think we only told like the closest people to us. But
Yeah.
It was nice, just us two knowing, just spending our time together in a foreign land.
Exploring. Yeah, that was fun. It's fun.
Excited about the wedding. Yeah, I'm very excited about the wedding.
I would hope so.
Ellie's been taking the charge on it, leading, finding everything. And I'm just like, yeah, no, it looks cool. Been giving my helpful input. Well, I think it's helpful.
No, it is. You have been helpful.
Giving my input. But
Yeah.
she's been doing the most of the work. All of the work, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I'm still excited, though. I know it'll probably get stressful, but I'm just excited to have everyone with us and around us and just to celebrate with our friends and family. And
Yeah.
I get to marry the love of my life, so
Yeah, no,
that's always a good plus.
I'm excited to have our two groups clash.
Yeah.
I feel like we have some interesting groups, but yeah, I'm more excited. Just finally got the girl of my dreams.
Yeah.
Finally get to spend the rest of my life with her.
Yeah. It's very exciting. Very, very happy. See.
Define love. I know, well, the reason I know that it's love is I feel just comfortable. Like I could come home from work or after a day or a day just stressful, and if you're home, it's just like everything's calm and relaxing, and I'd rather just spend the day with you knowing that like everything's okay, nothing's gonna go haywire, and even when it does, like if I'm with you and work calls or something, you kind of just smile and laugh about it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is what it's all about right here.
Yeah.
Just being comfortable and knowing that someone supports you in everything you do and is always going to be there no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think too, I've always heard from, friends and family that when it's love or you find a person, it's easy. And, that's something that I had looked for, and there was always, even if it was okay, it wasn't what I wanted. And when we started dating, it was like easy. And not to say that there aren't, things that we have to work out or talk about or anything like that, but being with him is easy.
Okay.
And yeah, it's easy, and
Love you.
I love you.
And that's our love story.